Caller from Texas, what's up? You the last caller on this topic. What's up?
I'm chilling now, having a good night, man. Hold on. So, at Mark Price's peak, at his highest level of efficiency, I know he was a 40, 50, 90 guy, whatever,
Yep.
but at his highest peak, whatever age he was in whatever era, you telling me that Curry was nowhere on his level at all? Or
I think they're identical players.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
gotta watch.
identical players. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go watch some Mark Price.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to check him out because as we were talking, I just googled some shit. And they said he kind of revolutionized the screen when he split the screen. So I may got to do some more stuff on that cat.
Splitting the screen, like Jordan was good at it, Wade was good at it, Kyrie's good at it. Mark Price like invented that thing. Mark Price was one of the first 50, 40, 90s. I want to say before him, it was probably only Bird. Mark Price did it. Reggie Miller did it. Steve Nash did it. I think Steve Nash did it like 3 times, but Mark Price was the original 50, 40, 90. What stopped Mark Price was them knee injuries, right? He had knee injuries and he was a shell of himself after so many surgeries. And but remember these Cavs teams, you remember the game winner that Jordan had to hit over the Cavs over Craig Elo? This is a team that had Ron Harper on it, Craig Elo, Brad Daugherty, Hot Rod Williams, Gerald Wilkins. Like this team was stacked, and guess who the best player on that team was? The leader of that team was Mark Price, the sole All-Star. I want to say Hot Rod Williams might have made 1 All-Star, maybe Brad Daugherty made 1, but Mark Price was the perennial All-Star that led that squad against a Bulls team and Michael Jordan. Mark Price was the man.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, Mark Price.
And I got another question, man, before you jump to the next topic. Man, I'll be sitting there listening to the shows, and I'll be, it's I know some things subjective and some things are very objective too. But I know back in the day they was putting their hands on people to kind of like help guard them, right? Like, is that really to you? Is that really defense? Like, I know moving your feet, keeping your hands wide, and ripping the ball, but if I got my hand on your waist and I can make you go left or right, that ain't really no damn defense, man. Well, what you think about that, man?
Well, I think it is. Let me ask you this though. When a cornerback guards a receiver and he puts his hands on them within those first 5 yards, is that real? Is that real defense?
Yeah, I would say unless the rules say you can't quote unquote jam somebody and be aggressive. But after that, get your hands off me and move your goddamn feet.
Exactly. It's kind of similar to that because the reason why they restrict it to the first 5 yards is because what that does is because the receiver got the whole field at his disposal and the defender don't know what the receiver is going to do. Right. So it'll be unguardable to try to guard someone if you couldn't put your hands on them momentarily. So they allow you as a corner to put your hands on them within the first 5 yards because that helps me kind of like get a feel for what's going on and not allow you to just smoke me right off the line, which is the kind of same thing with basketball. When the dribbler is trying to drive, you can put your hand on them a little bit, but once they get all the way to the paint, they're not going to let you put your hand on them while they're trying to attempt a shot. You ain't gonna get away with that. But on the dribble, I can impede you a little bit. Now, what the offense is supposed to do with that is if I know you can put your hand on me, I'm not going to dribble 1,000 times like Harden does. I'm going to move the ball and I'm going to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. I'm going to pass. I'm going to utilize the post. I'm going to utilize off-ball screens, all these other little wrinkles to the game that I got to use because you're allowing physical defense. But when you take away physical defense, I can play however the hell I want to. Just like the Globetrotters and freaking playground basketball, I can just come up and curly kneel you and dribble, and now I got the ball for 20 seconds out of the 24 shot clock. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
Defense fixes all of that. Physical defense fixes all of that. All of that goes away when you say, I can put my hand on you, and you go either have 11 turnovers or you go start playing real basketball. That's what happened.
Yeah. I need to watch some more games because, I know nowadays when folks start to put their hands on them, the offensive player, he'll kind of slap their hand off of them. So I need to go back and really analyze some of them games and try to see was the offensive player dribbling with one hand and then the offhand was trying to slap their hand off their waist, or they just allowed them to just, because, I know you be saying things like, different eras. Everybody talks about different eras. But I'd be like, man, I wonder when LeBron got angry at that type of stuff and try to overcome that hand check and got real aggressive. I wonder if Curry would have, if Stockton or, like you said, your boy Mark Price would have been trying to put hands on him. I wonder if he'd have took that challenge and try to overcome it by, working out, getting stronger, and, trying to, I try to think about it sometimes. I know people say, oh, man, they wouldn't be doing that back in the 90s and the 80s. And I'd be like, yeah, but I wonder would they have folded.
No, you're right. Steph Curry and LeBron James and Wade and KD, dudes like that, they built different. They just, they just in a different era. So, yeah, they would have adjusted to it and they still would have been Hall of Fame players. The only difference would have been is the style of play they played. I don't think that Steph would have played the way he plays now. He would have played more like Mark Price. So, and his numbers would have looked different. He probably would have been a 16 and 10 guy, right? He would have, like Nash, like if you put Nash in this league right now, and you tell, like, he was a 50, 40, 90 guy as well. Imagine giving Nash 10 threes a game.
Man, I don't know. I mean, because I know Jordan. I mean, even though he was in the triangle and stuff like that, but I know he had the green light to kill. And I feel like if Curry was on a different organization, had the green light to kill.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody was going to give a point guard.
Facts.
Like I said, it would have been just like Mark Price. Like everyone coached like that. Like everyone coached where, okay, you a point guard. Okay, well, this is what point guards do. We throw down low in the post of 7-footers. Like if Kyrie wanted a good running, if Steph wanted a good running mate back then, it probably would have been a big man. So imagine him on a team with Garnett or Tim Duncan or Shaq or David Robinson or Rich Smits, right? He would have been on one of those squads, right? You think Patrick Ewing don't want that ball in the post?
That's true. So my question is it really fair to kind of compare the eras? Because, like, when I say things, you say, well, back in the day, the point guards couldn't do that. So it's kind of hard to really say it because,
Well, not really, because you can easily say which era was the hardest era.
Oh, for sure.
And so the player that played in the hardest era had the most opposition trying to stop them from what they was doing. So it's easy to say you can take the player from the hardest era and put him in the easier era, and at the very least, he got the same number. So if I average 25 in the 90s, I can average 25 now. But it's more likely I'll probably average 30. Because I'm coming from a stronger era. But if I average 25 in this era and I go to the harder era, then we kind of got to like, can he get 25? We don't know.
Yeah, I think, of course, I don't be a rider, but I'm pretty sure Jordan could have played in the era because he played defense too.
45.
He really
45.
He really like
45.
He really cared. Go ahead.
45.
You said how much?
45.
I can't even like
45.
I can't even disagree because that dude was skilled mentally and competitive as hell. Yeah. And he played defense. He played defense. But as far as like Clyde Drexler and like
35.
These cats, I mean,
Allen Houston 30.
Allen Houston 30.
30. Allen Houston's better than Devin Booker. 30.
I need to see what he did in his ISO ball. Was he a catch and screen guy? Was he ISO? I need to check him out, man.
Allen Houston had
pretty well enough.
Allen Houston had everything in his game. Allen Houston went in the post like Jordan and Kobe. Work. And I'm not talking about just turn around and fade away, because when you see KD go in the post, it's the fade away every single time. When you see Kobe, Jordan, Allen Houston go in the post, or Carmelo Anthony go in the post, it can be bully ball to the rim. It can be up and under like Tim Duncan. It can be fade away like Jordan and Kobe. He had footwork. So Allen Houston gave you work in the post. But guess what else Allen Houston did? Allen Houston ran off screens like Reggie Miller, catch and shoot. And guess what else he did? if you give him the ball, he could ISO you and get something off the dribble. He played point guard when he first got to Detroit. He was on the squad with Grant Hill. Imagine Grant Hill at the 2, Stackhouse at the 3, Allen Houston at the 1.
Damn.
They had that.
Yeah. When I think of Allen, I think of the Knicks. I got to do my research. I ain't know the cat play for Pistons, man. I got to do my Googles, man.
Allen Houston was cold and played point guard for the Pistons, bro. Go check him out in Tennessee when he was at Tennessee. Cold.
I guess the young Bucks is always going to really just. I guess they're going to fall back on. Well, what do you do? He got any rings? He got any MVPs? I guess they always going to fall back on that shit, man. Not to debunk the argument, but they always going to fall back on. Well, Curry got this, he got that, and this and that, and this guy got this and that, and this and that, and this and that. So
I can guarantee you, if Allen Houston was in this era, he would find his rightful place as the GOAT.
For sure.
As the GOAT. He would be the best player in this league right now. He would be looking like Kobe. Like he's there's nobody in the league better than Allen Houston except probably KD, LeBron.
How tall was he? Was he like 6'7"?
He was 6'6".
Okay.
I would say I say KD, Kyrie, LeBron, Curry, SGA. That's 5. Embiid, Jokic. That's 7.
Mm-hmm.
So Allen Houston would be a top 8 player. He'll be a top 10 player. He'll be number 8 for me. There's nobody. The names I named are the only ones better than him.
Yeah, that's legit. That's legit, man.
He even better than Anthony Edwards too. He's better than Anthony Edwards.
I can see that, man. I got to do my stuff, man. Check out his bag, but when I think of Allen Houston, I definitely think of just scorer, shooter, just getting the job done, man. So if he got that much confidence in him, I'm gonna check him out. But for you to say he, got a better bag or get to it better than Anthony, I can give more to that because Anthony be playing around. If Anthony wasn't, well, not Anthony, but if Allen wasn't playing around when it came down to the offensive side, then bro, I can roll with that.
Hey, go do your research and then shoot me a text.
I got you, man. I got you. I appreciate it, man. Good show, though.
All right, no doubt. All right, last topic. Yeah, Ant-Man is not better than Allen Houston. I'm sorry. SGA is though. I might put Tatum. I'll put Tatum there too. I'll put Tatum over Allen Houston. So Allen Houston will probably be number 9 for me. But all these other people that we call superstars, Ant-Man, Luka, John Morant, man, who all these names, man? Man, I don't even think, bro, Allen Houston, hey, it's only about 3 or 4 guards better than Allen Houston, man, currently right now. And as far as point guards right now, I take Steph, Kyrie, SGA, that's the 3. And I can take a point guard like Nick Van Exel from the 90s. And Nick Van Exel is better than everyone in this era except Steph, Kyrie, SGA. Nick Van Exel is better than Dame Lillard. He's better than John Morant. Who else played point guard? He's better than who else played point guard? De'Aaron Fox. And I like De'Aaron Fox. He's my 4th. De'Aaron Fox is my 4th best point guard in the league. After Steph, Kyrie, and SGA, I'm going De'Aaron Fox. And then my 5, I'll probably go with Dame Lillard, maybe. So yeah, but Nick Van Exel, he's a top 5. If he's in the league now, he's top 5, right? So Nick Van Exel at the 1, Allen Houston at the 2. For a 3 guard, if I take somebody out of the 90s, as a small forward, I probably could go Big Dog Glenn Robinson. But he wasn't much on defense, but he was a good rebounder, real good scorer. So I don't know if I want to go Mashburn or Glenn Robinson. But let's say I go Glenn Robinson And for small forwards, I can put KD, Tatum. I can probably put probably only 3 or 4 people over Glenn Robinson. And then power forward and center, I mean, it's Embiid in the conversation. I wouldn't even put, like, if I'm taking centers, Jokic ain't even top 5. If I'm taking centers from the 90s, it's David Robinson, it's Hakeem, it's Shaq. It's Ewing. That's 4. All of these dudes are better than Jokic. Yao Ming better than Jokic. A healthy Arvydas Sabonis is better than Jokic. Right? So it's some guys in front of him. And then I think Embiid is probably better than Jokic as well. Jokic falls down mightily for centers, and then power forwards. I mean, there's just too many of them from the 90s. Garnett, Duncan, Rasheed, Barkley, Karl Malone, McDice. Lord have mercy. Draymond couldn't do nothing with McDice. These power forwards is playing power forward now. Like Draymond at power forward. Freaking Jaren Jackson Jr. at power forward. Who else they got at power forward? Just name some squads. Julius Randle, power forward. Like, these dudes ain't got nothing for the Barkleys and the Garnetts and the Tim Duncans and the Rasheed Wallaces and the McDices. Absolutely nothing. LaFonso Ellis is a better power forward than most of the power forwards is in this league now. I mean, Joe Smith is a super max player in this league right now as a power forward. The O'Bannon brothers, I mean, he might have made it in this era. If O'Bannon was just born too early. O'Bannon would have came in this league and just destroyed it. But I digress. Derek Coleman, Derek Coleman as well. Derek Coleman. Weber. Well, how I forget Weber? See Webb, yeah. It ain't a power forward. It ain't a power forward in the league now that I'm taking over any top 10 power forward in the 90s. None. Absolutely none. Before I get to this next topic, I ain't get to none of these super chats, man. So I apologize. George, the truth hurts. $5 super chats. Tell LeBron the NFL said N-word. Please check the ratings. Thanks for the super sticker. Blame. $9 and $10 super chat from Brian C. Please get DC Slim off the line. He just show up for shock value statements and always have trash takes. No better than Gilbert Arenas. He ruins the show quality every time he calls. John Wayne. Thank you, caller. Bronzexuals have turned Pippen into a top 10 all-time player when he used to be on the back of the milk cartons doing the play. Oh, Jermaine O'Neal, yeah, for sure, man. I might not even get to this last topic, man. I'm already over 3 hours. As a matter of fact, forget the last topic. I'm already extended my time. So what I would do instead of getting to the last topic, I just come back live again tomorrow with 4 new topics, including that last one. Because there's some more stuff that I need to talk about. And I need to talk about the games as well. Like, Denver just got clapped by the Cavs. That needs to be talked about. My MVP race needs to be talked about. So I'm going to open the phone lines up and let y'all get in really quick one more time before I end it. Caller from Ohio. What's good?
What up, Mel?
What's up? Who this?
It's Jose Rayshon, man.
Cody Brown. What's good, brother? Sean Kemp.
Cody Brown in the motherfucking house.
What's good, man? What's your thoughts? You got 30 seconds.
30? Man, I was just talking about Reggie Miller is one of the greatest shooters ever. Put that first.
Okay.
And I was, listening to the show. You all was just talking about who you just talking about defense dude. All right, I want to talk about Isaac Carolina way better than fucking Luka Doncic.
Who better than Luka?
Isaac Carolina.
You think so?
I would have gave that man the ball.
I'm gonna give Luka the nod over Andre Canluka. Canluka was a great defender.
Really, Mel?
Yeah,
really,
I'm giving it to Luka, man.
Man, you smoking, Mel. You need to be drug tested. Hey, happy New Year to everybody in the chat. Everybody, salute to the show. All y'all. Hey, Mel, though. Mel, I tried to catch you before you left, though. And then, hold on, Mel. You were talking about, before you were talking about the last dude you were just talking about. Damn, because I had to cut it. You know you got to cut it off.
Yeah.
To get on the phone.
Yeah.
So I had to cut it off.
Yeah. What
So
the last dude I was talking about? I think I said Jermaine O'Neal, maybe.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, Jermaine O'Neal, Antonio McDyess.
Yep.
Hell yeah, they better power forwards than these niggas is that play in the NBA now.
That's a fact.
Man, who defender from Denver? What's his name? Jokic?
Yeah.
That dude is a joke. Anybody, Mel, you ain't.
Well,
anybody can average a triple double, Mel.
They call him the Joker.
Anybody average triple double, man. Andre Carlingo used to average a quadruple double, man. It's all about effort, hustle,
and
passion,
design. It's
hard
about
work and loving the game, man.
It's about design. If your team designs for you to get all the assists, you're gonna have a good chance of getting a triple double. If you're also the player.
Of course. But when you got players that fucking gonna put the effort in to go out there and do it, like Tony Allen, players like that actually like dogs, man. Who was talking about? You heard Jeff D gonna say Kyrie Irving is the best scorer of all time. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard him say that.
Hey, what you smoking? Snoop Dogg crack?
I don't know, man. He just like talking, I guess.
Man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I know how to play basketball. I know how to play sports, period. When it comes to any sports, it's all about being in the right position and making the right decision. You agree with that, Mel?
Say it again.
When you play sports, it's all about being in the right position and making the right decision.
That's part of it.
Right. And girls who play sports have more successful, have better chance of being more successful in life than girls who don't. You know that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
That's why sports key to go. Because she's playing sports.
There you go.
Anyway, I just had to bring her up. Anyway, go ahead, Mel.
Yeah.
No, you play sports too, right? You said.
Yeah, I did.
Now, when we come to shooting 3-pointers, you know who Tim Lager is?
Do I know what?
Tim Lager.
Yeah, I know Tim Lager.
He led the league in 3-pointer shots and like what?
3-point
era of Michael Jordan.
3-point percentage. I think he was a high
percentage
shooter.
Yeah. But remember you was having a topic about clutch shots? I
think so.
And you were saying like clutch shots can be any shot during the game. It's a clutch shot.
Of course, yeah.
And the dude was saying like,
a clutch shot could be in the third quarter, second quarter, first quarter. Like, you know, if you're hitting a crucial shot to stop a run or something like that, that could be clutch. Or entire game.
And I agree with you that.
Yeah.
Now another thing I want to address, this nigga JJ Redick want to talk about nigga who you would pick, JJ Redick or Larry Bird?
Larry Bird, of course.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you who you pick. Yeah, it was Larry Bird and somebody else. I want to ask you who you pick, but I know that answer to the question would be Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, hey, that nigga, my nigga, I gotta shout out to my nigga that argue with you all the time. What's his name again? Young Disciple. That's the Disciple.
It's a lot of them.
Hey, yeah. I got to shout out my nigga Young Disciple, man. Hey, I love when you call the show, man.
All right, you got 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming for everybody on the panel because I watched them my whole life playing sports and watching sports. And being a beat reporter. If I knew that shit, I would have took my ass to fucking school.
Facts.
Hey, Mel, thanks for even answering my call, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I got you, man. Thank you.
Love the show, man.
I appreciate
that.
Yep.
Who the best show in the world? Man Down Sports.
That's my dog. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate it.
Cootie Brown in the house.
All right, brother. All right, we'll get one more call. Nino Jackson, what's up? $10 super chat. Rasheed Wallace could be better than Duncan. Talk about it. Rasheed Wallace had everything you needed as a power forward on both ends of the floor. He had all of it. Here's what he didn't have. Rasheed Wallace had normal size hands for a big guy. He didn't have like those Kawhi Leonard hands. That's one thing. If you notice Rasheed Wallace, he used to catch stuff off the rim. He was a big time dunker, but I always wonder why sometimes he would catch stuff off the rim. Sometimes he'll miss dunks. I mean, how is he doing it? And I found out Rasheed didn't have huge hands, right? So that's one thing. And then the other thing he didn't have when he was in Portland, where he was obviously the number one for that team. They went to him for points. They had Scottie Pippen. They had Steve Smith. They had Detlef Schrempf. They had Damon Stoudemire, Greg Anthony coming off the bench. They had Dale Davis. They had Bonzi Wells. That was a great squad. That was the squad that I rooted for. I hated Kobe and the Lakers. I was rooting for Boston. I mean, not Boston, but Portland. So I know a lot about that team. I watched all of their games, right? Rasheed Wallace was unreal when he wanted to be a unreal scorer. Like he was just as good as Duncan, right? If not better. But this is what Rasheed Wallace also was. He was very unselfish, and he understood the concept of team basketball, and so did Tim Duncan. That's why they didn't have huge numbers. Like everyone say Tim Duncan is the best power forward of all time, but that's because he showed us how good he was early, and then he bought into the team concept, and then he won 5 rings. Right. So it's easy for us to say, yeah, he's the best. But if he didn't win 5 rings, I don't think we would say that, because when you look at his numbers, they look very pedestrian. So we don't prop Duncan up for his numbers. We prop him up for how good we know he was, and he actually won. Where Rasheed was just like that. He wasn't going for his numbers. He wanted to win. He just didn't win. Right. But when you study him play, you realize I'm not even going to say just power forward. I don't even think there's a center or power forward that's better than Rasheed Wallace in this era right now. Not even Giannis. Rasheed Wallace would be the best player in this league right now. Allen Houston would be close. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. The 90s just made better players, tougher players. They did, man. So, yeah, Rasheed, you're right. Rasheed was like that. He was like that. Caller from Missouri, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Mel? Yeah, I still got my Missouri phone, man, even though I'm living on the West Coast now.
What's poppin'?
Man, you got some interesting topics tonight, and I'd say on a Luka, I'm in the sports group. I'm an admin for a couple of them, but this one I put in there, all the things I put in there, about the conversations that you guys are having, and a lot of content creators are having about what's hurting the NBA and defense being one of them. And man, these dudes, it's like only thing they can harp on was the 3-point shot, which I said, yeah, that's a part of it. Taking too many threes is a part of it, but the way Adam Silver has constructed the NBA, where it punishes the defense, and it just the whole thing has changed, and they wouldn't even acknowledge that, man. It's like, what kind of fairy tale you guys are living in? Like, if they just stop, in other words, if they just stop shooting a bunch of threes, everything will be okay. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? It's effort, it's the threes, it's the way games are being called, it's the way games are being refed. You could keep going on, and then the All-Star game is a joke now.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you guys can't see all this. I don't know, man. And then I also brought up Luka Doncic. I pulled a picture up. I said, this fat boy is leading the league. He's the face of the league right now. This fat boy that don't play defense. Now I said, now in what era would he be rocking out like this? You think he'd be rocking out in the 80s and 90s? Yeah. Because Charles Barkley, he didn't play defense. I said, man, get out of here. I said, Charles had, when he went to Phoenix or whatever, he kind of got lazy and whatever. But I'm not going to say, excuse me, when he went to Houston. But by then, he was getting longer than two. But if Charles wanted to play defense, Charles could play defense.
Let's just put it that Charles way. Did play defense. First of all, Charles was 6'5". All right, so let's get that straight. playing power forward. Right. Second
Right.
of all, I've never Charles Barkley played in the era where power forwards were plentiful. Right. We just named some of them. Right. You got Oakley, you got Rodman, you got Larry Johnson, you got Barkley, you got Karl Malone, you got Moses Malone, you got Garnett came through, Duncan, Rasheed, Dirk. The 90s to early 2000s had power forwards out the yin yang. So every night you was guarding a all-star level power forward.
Right.
I've never seen Charles Barkley tell another guy to guard his position. Like you can't be the baddest power forward in the land, and then you come and face another bad power forward like Karl Malone, and you say, I don't want to foul out, so I'm going to make Oliver Miller guard Karl Malone while I go guard somebody in the corner. That's what Luka does. Luka's supposed to be the point guard, and he can't guard point guards. He has to get another guy to start at shooting guard that's actually a point guard, so he can guard point guards for him. Notice every shooting guard he's had has been a real point guard. Bronson, Dennis Smith Jr., Trey Burke, Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving, or even when Dinwiddie was there. He's not a true point guard, but he started with Luka. Whoever starts at shooting guard for Dallas is really the point guard on defense because Luka can't guard point guards.
Hey, but before you move past Kyrie, if we didn't know any better, if we didn't watch basketball and you just turned on and started listening to all this and watching Maverick, you would be convinced that Luka's better than Kyrie. Now, who in their right mind think Luka's better than Kyrie?
All these new school young YNs. I don't think so.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so bro, that dude, I know people keep jumping back and forth, but I wanted to call it. I wish you guys had like a StreamYard where we could all jump on. When that dude was on earlier talking about Jordan had a super team when he got Rodman, man, I spit out my water. I don't know what I was drinking at the time.
Y'all want to jump? Y'all want me to make a stream tomorrow? Everybody can jump on. Hey, put a one in the chat if y'all want to jump on the stream tomorrow, and I'll let y'all just duke it out.
If he's getting on there, I want to get on there with him because he sounds like he's in his 50s at least. He's too damn old. Pardon the French. He's too damn old to be talking so stupid and so crazy and not to know any better because he don't watch. Now it sounds to me when he was talking about he was a Laker fan, it sounds to me like he was such a Laker fan that he hated Jordan. And so it's more hate than it is anything else. You know what I'm saying?
No, he just his personality type is he got to go against the crowd. You know, so and I know people like that, you know, and it's it's just in their nature to not go with the crowd, and they just don't like, you know.
Talking about what do you call? I forgot the word on it.
Contrarian.
Contrarian. Yeah,
right. That's him by nature, and his problem is really that why the hell? Because when he first called my show, he called the show agreeing that Michael Jordan was the greatest. Right.
Oh my God.
But he's been part of the show for 5 months, and then he disappeared and he just came back tonight.
I can't take him serious. If he does that, Bill, I don't even want to waste my time. I can't take him serious.
So look, this is the thing though. He don't like Jordan getting glazed to the point where he's a godlike figure. He hates what sounds like Jordan worship. So he has to bring Jordan off his pedestal. But if we ever agree to take Jordan off his pedestal, guess what he gonna start doing? He gonna start
putting him back on there.
Exactly.
But you know, it's wild because now I know Lakers fans from old school. Let's go old school Lakers fans, old school Celtics fans. They'll tell you they hate the Celtics, they hate the Lakers, but they would never tell you. No old school Laker fan will ever tell you that Bird can't hoop, or Bird was a bum, or Bird was a janitor, or whatever dumb nonsense that JJ Redick come up with, and vice versa. No old school Celtic fan would tell you that Magic Johnson was a bum, or Magic Johnson was just whatever. I don't know where these. That's why I was saying anybody that's from our era that actually watch these games and come out here talking reckless. It's something going on with them, man. And you can like LeBron
I like LeBron for certain things, but I don't even put him in the GOAT conversation. He you can put him in the conversations for his contemporaries and compare him to, Steph and KD and everybody he played against. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But when it comes to
I'm gonna tell you
when it comes to Jordan, and Magic and all those players from that era, man, no, he ain't in that conversation, bro. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you where I got it listed at. So here's my pyramid, and I got what I like to call deck stackers. Right? I can't measure your accomplishments as far as rings if you stack the deck to get them, because you made it easy to get them. So LeBron is the highest deck stacker I have on my pyramid at tier 4, right? Dwayne Wade is a deck stacker. Steph Curry is a deck stacker. Kevin Durant is a deck stacker. LeBron James is a deck stacker. Shaquille O'Neal is a deck stacker. All right. I penalized them on my all-time list for stacking the deck. I would like to see how many rings you could get without stacking the deck. And when LeBron, if LeBron didn't stack the deck, his career would probably look more like Dirk's, where he got to the finals, a couple of times and probably won once, which is what Jokic and Giannis' career is going to be. Barkley got there once, didn't win it. Malone got there twice, didn't win it. Those guys are on a level that's not Jordan, Kareem, Bird, Magic, Kobe. You get what I'm saying? They're not up there.
Right.
But we can't easily see that they're not up there because they did stack the decks and they were able to get four rings in Curry's case and 4 rings in LeBron's case. They're not supposed to have those 4 rings. They're supposed to have what Dirk has, 1 ring.
Right, because even the 73 and 9, I'm biased 72 because I'm a Bulls fan. I'm gonna keep it 100. 72 and 10 and 73 and 9, and them dudes was dancing and talk about how they got their record. Man, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
It don't.
And so
how the heck you lose 9 games in the regular season and lose 10 in the playoffs?
That is crazy. And then you lose to LeBron. And I'm not saying LeBron had bums. He didn't have no bums. But you had him down 3-1 and you choked. Come on, bro.
What's more impressive? What's more impressive? 73 and 9, and then losing. Well, they lost 3. They went down 3-1 to OKC. They lost 4 in the finals of Cleveland, so that's 7 losses. And I can't remember what they lost in the first, second rounds, but I'm pretty sure they lost a couple of games as well. So they lost about 10 games in the playoffs. So they lost 10 games in the playoffs, 9 games in the regular season. That's 19 games they lost. Is that more impressive than what the Lakers did when they won about 60 games and then went 12-1 in the playoffs? They went undefeated and lost 1 game in the finals to Iverson, and then gentleman sweep. They lost 1 game in the playoffs. That's more impressive than me. Yeah, that 12-1 record more impressive for sure.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say no, that ain't more impressive. And and to go back to the 72 and 10 team, they banged heads in the 96. I mean, they took out Orlando. MJ was waiting on to get Orlando back, because of what Orlando had knocked MJ and them out in 95 when he came back to the NBA. So MJ was licking his chops waiting on Orlando.
Of course. They
swept them guys out of the playoffs. I forgot who they played in the next round. In the first round and the second round. But yeah, so that 72 and 10 team, and then they beat the Sonics in 6. They really could have beat them in 5. To be honest with you, if they weren't messing around, But that is what it is. But the point is that you got a dog like Jordan, and you got champions that take winning serious. They ain't trying to stack the backs, but they really take winning serious. Man, them dudes go for the throat, man. and and so I grew. I'm in my 50s. I grew up watching Dr. J, Magic, Bird. All of them. I became a Bulls fan when they drafted Jordan. I'm just keeping it 100. I was following Jordan when he was in North Carolina. But Dominque, I saw all those players, all those great players, man. The All-Star game was great. Everything was great about the NBA in the 80s and 90s,
Thanks.
man. Look where we are now, bro.
Everything
This is sad, man. But yeah, if that dude come back on tomorrow, man, I might be tempted to get it.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. I'm only go talk for a little bit, and then I'm gonna just open the panel up, man, and let y'all duke it out. I give y'all about 30 minutes, man. I just want to see what happened. I mean, because I just want to see how it's gonna go. To be honest with you, I'm gonna give y'all about 30 minutes, man. So we'll see how it go.
Yeah, I know he gonna get mad and talk over everybody because there ain't no way in the world he could defend that nonsense he was talking.
He said,
all right, bro. Thanks, man.
All right, no doubt, bro. Yep. Caller from Illinois. Caller from Illinois.
What's going on, baby?
What's popping?
The steady service, I love you. You already know.
Who's this?
What's going on, baby? Steady serving ENT. This brother Claude.
Brother Claude.
Yeah, Dominique's guy.
Oh, what's going on, bro, Claude? Oh, you from Simply Ball Dropping.
Simply Ball Dropping.
What's good, brother? How you doing?
Hey, man, I love you, man. I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. This is your first time calling, man. How
I tried to get through the other last 2 times, but I always, I drop in on you.
Okay, no doubt. I ain't even know you watched the show, brother. I appreciate that.
Man, what is you? Come on, man. Listen, you are very, very good. You're very special on your podcast. I appreciate what you're doing. You make so much sense. You talk intelligently. You're not emotional. You're very, very good. I'm an emotional guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm here in Chicago.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm in the home of Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
I'm in the house that Jordan built. So you asking somebody, about something that he couldn't even relate to, that guy that was talking that madness.
Right.
I was able to see both of those guys in the playground. I was able to see Michael Jordan on the beach before they banned him and stopped him from playing ball on the west side of Chicago.
Right.
They had to put in Mike's contract because he was, he was really competing. He loved to play with the guys in Chicago. I mean, that's on record. That's fact. I just called to tell you that guy that you had on there, he was very emotional and sounded like, Michael Jordan might have took his girl or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But your eyes, when a person play with eyes, the eye test, that's the realest thing that you can ever get from any type of performance.
Yep.
And if you look intelligently with the game of respect, we all know who was the greatest player, the way he looked, the way he competed, the way he performed, the way he achieved. He was saying that Michael Jordan had a stacked team. That was a lie. He's an OG. I'm 55, dog, so I know. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Yeah.
So the thing is that the Bulls was built organically. I'm a solid Bulls fan. I could tell you about Reggie Theus. I could tell you about David Greenwood. You get what I'm saying? I could tell you about Orlando Woodridge. I could tell you about, all of the players that was there, before Artis Gilmore and all of them. I was able to go to the gym because I was playing ball, right? And I was in Isaiah's camp in grammar school because I come from his grammar school, Resurrection Grammar School he graduated from. So, Isaiah
had us in the camp. Two things we used to focus on: handles, quick hands, and defense.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I could sit there and just watch this guy. You know what I mean? He was like a god to us, you know, especially me. I come from K-Town, where he's from. So I could tell you some things that I really know. I'm from the neighborhood of Skip Dillard. A lot of people don't know who Skip Dillard is. But Skip Dillard played on the team with DePaul with Mark Aguirre, Daryl Comity. You got what I'm saying? And all those great ones. You feel what I'm saying? Over there on DePaul Blue Demons. You feel me? So I was able to see Terry Cummings. I was able to see Tim Hardaway organically in the playground. You know what I mean? Arthur A.G. is my first cousin, you know? And if you ain't a hooper, if you ain't saw Hoop Dream, that was me in the apartment when the party was going on. That's my first cousin.
How's he doing? How's he doing?
He's doing real good, man.
Good.
He's doing good. You know, he got he's on Instagram and Facebook. You know, he'll make your own, you know what I mean, your own jersey and your own shorts.
Okay.
And particularly on the way you want it to do. So he does, you know what I mean? He does a lot of things. Of course, when Tusk come home, you heard what I called him, right? Tusk. You know, they call him Zeke. But
you about to go make me watch that again, man.
Hey man, I love you. I'm in there when they was dancing on the second floor. That's me. I'm the big cousin. Yeah. So the thing is that when you look at players and you watch them compete, nobody can take Bill Russell off of the table. The man was a player and a coach. Lenny Wilkins was the second to him when it comes to that time. Do you know how hard it is to be the coach of a team and a player of the team and be what they would say and be honest and be thorough and also win a championship? Do you understand how hard that is for Bill Russell to pull that type of thing off? You know, that was a hard feat to have 11 championships. Sure, it wasn't that many teams. It's a comparison of how the WNBA is right now. You know what I mean? With the women's basketball league. You feel me? Yeah. It wasn't that many teams were growing. And of course, Bill Russell was a dominant force in that. Wilt Chamberlain, of course, he was a phenomenon. Nobody saw Wilt Chamberlain. They never saw him before. 100 points in a game. They never saw that before. And if they was counting block shots and the rebounds, oh my God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I was able to see Dr. Julius Erving play. You feel what I'm saying? For real. Yeah. And win championships. They try to, you know what I mean? He got one in the NBA combined with the ABA, but Doc was already a two-time champion in the ABA.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel what I'm saying?
And people leave his name. He was just on Shaq's podcast talking about, man, people keep forgetting about him.
He would be still above LeBron if they brought his points over.
Sheesh.
Right now.
That's crazy.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So don't, you know what I mean? Don't let that type of person get it twisted. He's emotionally tied to what he's saying. And no, LeBron James, no, I wouldn't say that he could not compete in those eras. But I do agree that in each era, they had their greatest phenomenon. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Oscar Robertson in the 70s, he held the 70s down. You feel what I'm saying? Almost single-handed. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when it came to the 80s, Madge them came in, you know, and changed everything. You know what I'm saying? And Bird, they changed everything, man, to the point where the same thing that's going on with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark this year, it was the same way, but they just didn't have as much coverage. It would be like a one-sided, and then Sports Illustrated wasn't even a thing yet. I don't think the Sports Illustrated, I think I got my first Sports Illustrated in 1984. I think 83, 84. But you know, I'm one of those fans of the game, but I'm also a player of the game, and I'm also a truth teller. Michael Jordan has not been duplicated outside of Kobe Bean Bryant. Michael Jordan, let's be real. Michael Jordan has not been duplicated outside of Kobe Bean Bryant. He's the only one that is actually a duplicate single. But a person of my eyes, Scottie Pippen was one of the baddest organic players to come in from a junior college and organically be a superstar among a megastar.
Sheesh.
And a megastar made Scottie Pippen a superstar, him and Horace Grant, in their activity. I've seen it organically. You dig what I'm saying? I've been to hoops. You know what I mean? I've been on the sideline as a child when Michael Jordan broke his foot. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the kids that was running up to his car and the door kind of slammed on Mike Cass, and he looked up at me. It was like, wait a minute. They pushed me. I'm sorry, Mike. I probably said, oh, it's okay. It's all right. I was 13 years old, brother. I can remember that like yesterday. So I'm a real witness bearer. Can't make this up. I got Michael Cooper's autograph and Magic Johnson's autograph by Michael Jordan. Guess what he drove in his rookie and sophomore year? He drove a tan Lexus. That's right. It was a Lexus car. He drove a Lexus. You see what I'm saying? People can't bear witness with that type of thing.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not emotionally tied. I seen him give him the business on the playground. You see what I'm saying? I seen Isaiah come. They were friends. I seen Mike and Isaiah together on the court. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike was saying sometime when he first got here, back and forth with Isaiah's older brother. You feel me? So I seen all of it. You know what I mean? When you talk about transfer and generational talent, Michael Jordan is more than a generational talent. Michael Jordan is a navigator of what the NBA is supposed to be. And if they get back to the real basis of what Magic, Bird,
they might be able to save the league if they do that, but they're not.
If they go back to Magic, you got to start at man.
Yeah,
you got to start at Larry.
They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna be able to do it, bro. They're not gonna be able to do it.
With Isaiah, I'm with you. I'm crying right. Somebody crying in heaven, dog, right now. You know what I'm saying? They're crying in heaven right now. You know what I mean? All the players that then suffered for this game and made $2.50, they crying in heaven the way the game and look like right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's people like that, brother, that puts LeBron James and said that Michael Jordan had a super team. No, he did not. That team was built from when Michael came to the Bulls, coke addict.
Yeah, so when people say, bro, Clark, when people say that, they don't know what they don't have a definition of a super team. Like, any team that perform well, they go call it a super team. It's just they don't have a definition of it. They don't even know what it means. So anybody can have a super team just based on their feelings, right? So it's kind of you can't have that debate with someone that will call a Jordan-led team a super team just because he had. It's unreal to say that Dennis Rodman created a super team with the Bulls. That's unreal to me, man. But look, I got to end this live. I ain't never done no 4 hour live.
Man, hey, look, I just love you, man. I thank you for giving. You know what I mean? Giving history. I'm known for that.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
I love you. Listen, I love your. Listen, I love everything what you're doing, your show, the way you handle yourself, young man. And I'm proud of you. You keep doing it, man. You influence me and encourage me over here on Steady Serving ENT. Come check me out. You know what I mean?
What's it
Some
called
of y'all,
again?
man, y'all keep following my man.
What's it called?
He's giving it to you raw.
Oh, you got a channel, bro, Clark?
I'm sorry?
You said you got a channel?
Yeah, steady serving ENT.
Hold on. You said stay serving?
Steady, STEDY, serving, SERVEN,
Uh-huh.
ENT.
Okay. All right, bet.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of funny with mine. He
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it. Yeah, he wouldn't have made it.
Hey, I'm about to go over there and sub.
Hey, I love you, man. He got somebody crying in heaven for his Queen of what he just did.
Yeah,
he got somebody crying in heaven, dog.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. And I love you, brother.
All right, no doubt, man. Same.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Hey, y'all go get my brother over there, steady serving ENT a sub over there, man. Let's go over there and support him, man. I'm gonna go over there and see what he talking about. Definitely sub, and I'm definitely go over there and watch his stuff, man, and give him some support. We all get started somewhere. So, hey, I appreciate y'all sticking out with me this long, man. Should I take this last call, y'all? It's got to be quick. Hey, I'm wrapping it up, Georgia. This one got to be really quick, man. Go ahead.
Hand down, man down. What's going on?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
This is Leroy, man. LS
What's
in
up,
the
brother?
chat.
What's up, brother? What's your thoughts?
Man. I just wanted to get into it with you right quick about what you said about Curry. I mean, I see why you said, but Durant went to his team, and okay. Curry got all his rings in one place.
Okay, what that mean?
So that's got to count for something, and he's showing out against
it don't count
who they want us to believe.
Hold on, it don't count for nothing when you're trying to determine who the better player is. Right?
What you mean?
Like so when you're trying to determine who the better player is, that's just film work. That's all film work. If I want to know who the better player is, it's all film work. If I want to know who has the greater career or the greater storyline or the greatest resume, then I might talk about who got their rings in one place, who created a dynasty. But they don't tell me who the better player is. It's obviously that Kevin Durant is a better player than Steph Curry. That's obvious. Like
I mean, he got different tools, man. He's 7 foot, but Durant.
So that makes him. I don't. You giving me the reason why he's a better player. I'm just making a statement that he's a better player. Like that's obvious. That's not even a debate. Steph Curry is a better player.
Yeah, okay.
Kevin Durant is a better player than Steph Curry.
I mean, Durant got 8 inches on Curry, and he's doing different things. But Durant had to go there to get his back to back. The same way LeBron went to Miami.
Only thing that gives you is bragging rights for your storyline and your resume. They don't give you the title of the best player.
Oh, okay. So is Durant better than LeBron?
Yes, he's a better player.
Okay.
Than LeBron. Yeah.
I mean that's being consistent, and I'm not saying that to take away from like either one of their careers as a whole. I'm just saying as far as how you got them ranked. I just wouldn't do it because
now
ranking
is different. Now ranking is different. Ranking is different. Yeah. I got LeBron ranked higher than KD, but he's not a better player. Yeah, but he's not a. I just showed you my pyramid.
Yeah. The reason I say really is how. I mean, I wouldn't put LeBron above Durant because Durant has a more solid game. He can go inside and outside, and being at his height.
Yeah, but those are two different. Those are two different things. Like if I'm grading a player, and it's all film work, Kevin Durant's the better player. Yeah. If I'm ranking them based on the totality of how good they are plus their resume, LeBron's resume is obviously better than Kevin Durant's. But
oh man!
But we know LeBron's resume is also manufactured as well.
And that's why I can't move him up.
But he did though. It's almost like if we go for a job interview and we're going based on who has the better credentials, and you have the college degree, but your girlfriend took the classes for you. You didn't take not one test. Your girlfriend did all of your classes online. I can't argue that on paper you actually got the degree. It's in your name. I can criticize how you got the degree. Right. So LeBron has the resume. How he got it is cheap, but he has the resume. So when you're grading the players on paper, you have to grade his paperwork. And he has the 4 rings. He has the most of the MVPs and all of that stuff. So he has the better resume than Kevin Durant. So he ranks higher when you rank their paperwork.
Yeah, hey, can we take your analogy and apply it to the Balco investigation and how we're supposed to believe that Savannah was using roids? I mean, not roids. We'll just say chemicals.
That's funny.
No, but check it out though. So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but along with it being manufactured, I think what makes it look worse is, especially for the people who want to, claim that he's better than Jordan. Jordan did more in 15 years, and really it's like, 13? Because he was injured twice.
Yep.
Than this dude that did in 22.
That's
Where
true.
You can't say more in 22, but if you cut the time off for LeBron at 15 years to match Jordan, it's not going to be the same.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be the same. And he still hasn't gotten defensive player of the year ever. Yeah. I mean, there are stats that he hasn't even touched. Because they've just completely screwed the game. Like the last caller said, the 80s and the 90s were great.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't even have to do all these things like change the color of the floor, come up with the chump cup. That's what I call the in-season tournament to get people to watch.
Correct.
It was driven by the players and what they did on the floor.
Yep.
But I would still move Curry up more because even at his height, I mean, you can't deny, and no one to me can deny that he doesn't put more work into his game than LeBron puts into his.
Yeah. I mean, well, I always say this about LeBron. He's a fake and a fraud and a part-time broad. So that's how I end that, man. He went to Diddy parties. He probably got a lot of Diddy orders in his house. And he said ain't no party like a Diddy party. So we already know what it's about, man. But I take that comment out the air. Hey, look, I'm gonna end it. Y'all trying to get me at 4 hours, man, and I'm trying to end it before 4 hours because 4 hours means I have no life. I tried to do a 2-hour live today. I gave y'all almost 4 hours, and I have to end it before 4 hours, or I'm gonna be so upset with myself, man. So I got 5 minutes to end it. I got to end it.
It's all good. I'm gonna jump on that stream, y'all, tomorrow.
All right, bet. Sounds good. I see y'all there.
For sure.
All right, bet. Thanks for the call, man. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done it already. That helps out a whole lot, man. So make sure you hit the like button. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for all my members and my moderators being in here. I see my cousin. I'm with my brother-in-law in here, man. What's up, V? Yeah. So thanks for all of that, man. I catch y'all. We'll probably get on here again tomorrow. And then I'll probably see y'all again. Y'all probably see me probably next week early, right? So we got a lot to talk about, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.